All right, hello, and welcome back to the Binge Boys podcast. This week we're here to talk to you guys about Netflix's latest attempt to revive something that should have been dead many moons ago, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022. But before we get into Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we must introduce ourselves, and with you today, my name is Enrique.
My name is Eli.
My name is Tristan.
All right, so look, we're going to keep it a bean. I watch horror movies, y'all don't.
Right?
Correct.
Yep.
I'm a weenie when it comes
None
to
of you guys
horror
have
movies.
seen the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? The 70s one.
Correct.
Okay, that 70s Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie is genuinely one of the best horror movies of all time.
Okay.
Fair. Okay.
I've heard this.
And it's something that's been tried to be... It literally created a franchise off the strength of one movie. Like, the second one was terrible. The third one was terrible. The reboot of the first one that came out was terrible. The reboot of that reboot was terrible. And that streak continued.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They are still making movies off the strength of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1 that came out in 1976.
They just gotta find something else.
It's been 50 years. They can't get another second movie that's good. Now,
Right.
it depends what you
yeah.
consider good.
Right.
Because Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 and 3 are fantastic movies for the wrong reasons.
Oh no.
Okay.
Just shitty horror movies.
The trailer for Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 had nothing to do with the actual movie. It was
nice.
Leatherface rising out of a lake like he was the Swamp Thing with a golden chainsaw in his hand, raised to
Holy
the
shit.
sky, and has lightning hit the chainsaw as if he was Thor with a Mjolnir.
That's kind of
That's
sick.
insane. That's
Now,
kind
if
of
I didn't just describe to you the greatest trailer of all time, the movie was just as good when Leatherface got his ass beat by just a black man in hand-to-hand combat.
Holy shit.
What I will tell you is there was no black man skilled in hand-to-hand combat in this movie we watched.
Oh yeah, the
No.
black man.
No.
He got kind of fucked up.
He got jabronied.
For those who didn't watch this or watched it and already forgot the entire plot, like I almost have, let me give you the setup for this. They are Instagram food street truck
God.
people
Fuck,
Yeah,
I hated
oh
that
my
shit.
gosh,
That
dude.
bothered me, bro.
who are coming to gentrify the local country town that Leatherface was located in.
Yeah.
That he just so happened to be located in.
Now let me spoil some stuff for you. They killed the lore for this by like 50%
Okay.
The original lore, which is kind of a giveaway, but I mean you should still watch the original. It's great. Is that the family of Leatherface are cannibals?
Oh shit.
I didn't actually know that.
Yeah, so they're all cannibals, and they are trying to they get people who come into town and they kill them or they capture them and then eat them later and kill them.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's kind of creepy.
Leatherface the one who does it. They got rid of the lore that he used to work at a meat packing factory, and that's how he kind of knew how to butcher people and stuff.
See, I did know that.
Oh. That
And
makes a lot of sense.
it's weird because in the original, the whole town is in on it. Like, they know what he
What?
does, and they're just cool with it. Like, we don't give a fuck. They're not taking our people. You're getting outsiders. We don't care. So,
Oh,
like,
wow.
the original was very much so, like, that's the twist in the original, is that they get away from him finally. They get to town, only to get to a gas station, only to find out those people don't give a fuck, and they're trying to help them.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's nuts.
And only one person gets away who we saw in this movie.
Yeah, it was almost two.
So-
That was tough.
The original movie very much was like xenophobia with like, you know, outsiders and little country town trying to keep it all pure and all that.
Okay.
This one seemed anti-gentrification to me.
Yeah.
Like, it
Yeah.
seemed like that they were like colonizing, right? So these new group of people were they were never painted in this scenario to be good guys.
No, not at
Well,
all.
Yeah, I mean, they brought in a whole busload of people, and they were like, yeah, we're just going to buy up all this property, and we're going to build up here, even though there's only like 5 residents.
By the way, that's not what the fucking original place looked like either. I don't know what was going on. That place at the end was the actual original place.
Oh,
Place at the
yeah.
end.
That little farmhouse, whatever
Yeah.
that was that he went to.
Yes.
In the end credit scene
Yes.
Oh.
So
that
like,
Tristan didn't get to.
unless I'm completely
Just
missed it
kidding.
again.
No.
Okay.
I
Okay.
was
I was
just
gonna
trying
say
to
you've done
figure out
that
what
a
you guys
couple
were
times.
talking about.
But I believe that's the original house, because the original house wasn't set in a town at all. It was very secluded.
I was going to say, was the original town actually Harlow, Texas?
Dude, it was fucking... Again, it didn't take place where that happened at.
Okay.
Like, where it happened, it was literally just a house and a fucking gas station where the entire movie took place.
Damn.
Oh,
well,
okay.
It has to be that house just because they inserted that random scene for no reason that didn't appeal to me, but I could see how it appeals to people that have seen the original.
Right.
Yes. Well, even I took a minute to kind of, like, I was like, what the fuck? I was
this
like,
is the origin story, Reek. You don't understand.
Oh, yes.
I'm just kidding.
So we get I thought they were Instagram food critics at first, to be honest with you.
That's what I thought.
But then we found out they just run like a food truck. They're trying to turn it to a restaurant and then trying to gentrify this place. The squad is consisted of a set of twins. One of them, I think, is Jewish. But in theory, they would both be Jewish.
They're not twins, but I get what you're saying.
They might as well be.
Might as well be.
A black dude with a fade and earrings looking straight out the 2000s. The cousin of Ludacris, possibly.
Potentially.
And the black man's white gala feature wife. Because you can't have a movie with more than 2 black main characters. So you got to get a black guy and a white guy.
Well, we did have a black woman too.
She was not a main character.
I said main character. Yeah. I literally disqualified her in that same sentence, and you still felt the need to bring that up.
I'm just saying they didn't completely exclude it.
So, that's the setup. Everything else, the first 30 minutes, no one died.
Yeah.
How do you make an hour and 30 long movie feel long?
See, I actually didn't have a problem with it, if I'm going to be honest. Like, the length-wise, I mean.
Tell me anything that happened in the middle of that movie.
Anything in the middle? It was just set up for them.
Well, no, the middle was when people started dying.
The middle is when people died, but the startup was just kind of, and again, I think it would have been different if I've seen the original, but the build up to it was, his mom died or whatever, or his grandma or whatever the fuck it was.
That was like a foster
mother. It was just, yeah, and so that was what made him flip a switch. I think that was kind of the setup to that.
That's his sister?
No way.
No, because they set it up as like he was some disturbed child who I'm guessing after the original murders went into that home, or maybe he was at that home originally, and then that was like his foster mother or whatever, because they had that little picture at one point that they showed, and he was the only really big kid there.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
I'm going off the lore. I'm pretty sure most of the original family died in Texas Chainsaw Massacre original.
Okay.
He's fucking old, by the way. He is not young. He is about 60, 70.
Gotcha.
Right.
In this fucking movie. So that's why I say I think it's like one of the family members that survived. I don't remember who, to be honest. I haven't seen the original in like 5 years at this point.
That's very fair.
But and I really didn't give a shit about the fucking family. Like, they were just kind of there.
No, that makes sense. I guess I was just trying to kind of understand the backstory, so that's why the beginning portion didn't really, I don't know, it didn't get on my nerves, I guess, is because I was just, I don't know, trying to figure out what was going to happen.
It didn't get on my nerves, but it was just boring. Like, I just didn't care. Like, the setup was uninteresting to me because it's like, we're these food critics, blah, 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 are we these restaurant owners? We're coming into town. We kicked this old bitch out because she had a Confederate flag and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then she fucking dies. And then why did your girlfriend go with them in the truck? I don't.
Dude, that is a
because someone had to go with them to go to the hospital. False.
See, she shouldn't have been there, right?
No.
But she went because they felt bad because they killed her, basically.
She went because they couldn't kill the black dude first.
Yeah.
She had to die first.
Yeah.
They did make an effort to not kill the black man first.
No, as soon as the blonde chick went, I was like, oh yeah, she gone.
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
and then Black Brother followed up right after.
Yeah.
Because you can't be the last one alive, biatch. And he was the villain. Like, he was not. I didn't like that. Why gotta make the black man the villain, but the two girls, the hipster girls, get to be saviors?
True.
Oh,
you're not your saviors.
Let's not forget about the part that they just threw in.
Please don't do that yet. I got a really good bit on that.
Okay, never mind.
We'll get to that.
I'll wait till you approach it.
I have a decent discussion about that.
I don't know if we need to have a bit for that. But
no, it's not a bit. It's other stuff.
Okay. Rick's gonna hate on something.
She dies, and that snaps Leatherface into "I'm going to kill everyone" mode again, and he starts just butchering everybody.
Yeah, pretty much.
cool, I guess. He's killing everyone. You don't really need a reason for it. I enjoy killing.
I won't lie, the way he got the first cop was pretty crazy.
I liked the creativity they had with some of them.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, like I don't know if it's just me being critical or not, but it's a little bit much for me. Like a couple of those, I was like, oh.
No,
like,
these are sweet, dude.
Dude, I mean, he snapped his wrist so
See,
the
that one I
bone
didn't
was
mind.
protruding, and then he stabbed him in the neck. That was awesome.
That was super cool.
That
That
was
one I didn't
cool.
mind at all.
I thought
But-
it was kind of jabroni that then after that they were just fighting with the gun, and then he shot the other cop somehow. Like, okay.
There was just a couple later that I'll bring up that just got to me a little bit. I was like, that was a little bit too realistic for me.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, are you talking about the black dudes?
No,
No.
I'm not actually.
I thought that was one of the more gruesome ones because he stayed alive for a little bit.
See, I didn't mind that one. But okay,
Where he's
hold
walking
on.
around looking like a zombie out of Walking Dead.
Yeah, see,
That was crazy.
See, I thought that one was creative and kind of cool. I was like, okay, that's cool. I will say, the way they did the effects of the kills and like the makeup and stuff was really good.
The gooshing on the blood was sweet.
Yes, I will say some of the effects that they did was really, really good, and I was not expecting that. Not to give this movie too many pros, but that is one of them.
No, I'm with you there, Eli.
Honestly, dude, like with the kills that they had, which were solid, like all they had to do was write a good plot, and I probably would have been in for this.
I agree. Or at least had, like, better characters.
Like, I'm almost more disappointed because I came into this thinking it would be like a 1 out of 10 worst movie I've ever seen. And I left like, damn, there's actually potential if they would have done this instead. So I was almost more disappointed.
Honestly, I have a very similar sentiment because it was like, you know, I kind of get the plot. Like, it at least made sense. I didn't like the direction I didn't like the, not the direction, but the basis of it. And then I just didn't I didn't care about any of the characters.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
That was my main problem, is the characters all sucked.
So they knew what they were doing. Watching this, they made that initial cast of people super unlikable on purpose.
Yeah, that's fair.
The issue for me arrives when they bring back the woman who survived the initial Chainsaw Massacre.
That's what I assumed that was,
Okay.
yeah. I mean,
Yes. That's ripped straight out of Halloween from the recent remakes, or the recent
okay.
Right.
reboots. Because you got Jamie Lee Curtis coming back in Halloween. I believe it's Jamie Lee Curtis. And she's like, you know, she's coming back to defeat the killer, all that, blah, 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 blah. They brought her back, and when she came back, I was like, oh my god, they're going to kill all the hipsters right now, and they're going to just have her win the movie or whatever.
I kind of
would
thought
be
that
fine by
too.
me.
And she did not, because she got fucking jabronied. Like, it was actually,
real,
Yeah,
dude.
why
was
the
bad.
fuck was she
That's
in this
bad.
movie? She could have not been it, and everything would have been the exact same.
My thing is, man, I don't care if you know how to use it, which she obviously knew how to use a shotgun. Nobody with a shotgun should ever lose to a chainsaw, bro.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
dude, come
Not to
on,
mention,
bro.
Like, okay, how did she survive? This dude stabbed her
True,
through the gut
true.
with the chainsaw,
Bro.
and then picked her up and held her over his head with the chainsaw still going through the middle of her body. And then she
got-
survived.
She got Mortal Kombat fatality,
Yeah.
laid on the ground for about 6 minutes, and still somehow lived long enough to pull out the shotgun and shoot him one time for the fuck of it.
Dude, that doesn't even...
What are we doing?
That was
What
the
the
third.
fuck?
That was the third person that survived longer than they should have, that died, because the first cop, or not the first cop, but the second cop got shot in the neck, and then he was like still alive 5 minutes later, and I was like, okay. And then the black dude got sliced like straight down his face, his throat, and he was still alive somehow. And then she got absolutely torn up by this chainsaw, and she was still alive.
They're invincible, man, I'm telling you.
I also loved how he did his Dead by Daylight sprint towards her when he was in the shadows and then ran out when he was getting shot. That was cool. And I'm pretty sure that chainsaw thing with her on the top of the chainsaw was execution. I think they just wanted to do a cool Dead by Daylight crossover.
Which, you know what, I was okay with that part.
I don't get the chainsaw fear, man. Like, is it just because they're loud? Like, they're really not that, like, crazy of a weapon, you know?
It's the easiest to dismember humans with.
Yeah.
That's
so
fair.
that's why he
That's fair.
actually uses it, because, like I said, he was a butcher in the original one. So he's
Yeah.
using
No,
it to
it
chop
makes
up
sense.
the human parts to
Right.
fucking eat them. Now,
I'm just saying, like, these are some hipster kids, right?
Mhm.
Like, they're with the times, you know. So, as a sub, mid 20-year-old myself, right? If I saw somebody coming at me with a chainsaw, I would be a lot less scared than if somebody came out with a fucking AK.
Speaking
Which-
of,
AK is a
yeah.
bullet and you're dead. A chainsaw
Exactly,
is you're going
man.
to feel every fucking piece of it.
I understand, but there's a lot higher chance that I'm gonna fucking not even be schleized.
Are you more scared of death or pain? That's the
fair.
question that comes
Yeah,
up.
no, that is
whether
that
you
is
prefer
fair.
AK or chainsaw.
And I
Right.
think if I'm tied to a chair, sorry, we're just going off on a tangent at this point. But if I'm tied up to a chair, right, I'm taking the AK.
oh yeah,
of
just,
course.
just
shoot
do
me.
it. Just do it.
Instant.
But if somebody's coming at me, right, and I have a shotgun to defend myself, like, or something to defend myself, I'm taking the chainsaw, man, because like I think I can do something about it.
Right.
He's
No, I agree with
weirdly
you.
strong. Like, they don't really go into it as much in this one.
No, but
Which-
he just got hit with like 3 blasts from a shotgun and
That is true.
was chilling
The other one, he got hit with just as much, if not more, in the first one.
in the original.
Yeah, like, they really went at him, and he was eating it all. He's supposed to... I don't want to use this terminology. He's supposed to, forgive me, have, like, retard strength. Right? That's his bit. Because the movie came out in the 76. He doesn't talk or anything. He,
Right.
like, just mumbles and moans. And, like, that's the whole bit. That's why he's so big, so strong, because he's supposed to be special ed, and that's what gives him his power.
Right.
That's fair. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
That
And
was
so-
apparent.
Somehow it gives him the power to eat shotgun blasts consistently. It also gives him the power of luck, because these people are fucking dumb. Now, this is what I was saving for, right? There is a subplot that goes on in this movie with one character,
Oh my gosh, this is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
It's the same.
and it's that the way they introduce it is fantastic as well. He's talking about how this dude has a tiny penis because he's walking around with a gun, and he explains, I'm walking around with a gun so I can defend myself from things in the country. You don't really live around here, so you wouldn't really know. And then she pulls out this fucking scar from goddamn Call of Duty, and she starts playing with it, and then she clicks it, and then they ask, oh, I've been shot at before. And I was like, oh, okay. There was some incident where, like, she was tortured as a kid or something.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
And then she goes, what, your dad shoot you or something by accident? And she goes, no, Stonebrook High School. And I go, wow, we're fucking going there?
Yeah.
Yep,
yeah,
yep,
we
they
are.
went there.
For no
They went
reason.
there. No reason.
No reason at
They
all.
added
They didn't
no
have to.
piece of
Nope.
commentary.
Nope.
They added nothing to anything. The only thing you have from that is hinting that she's a survivor and survivor's guilt.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
the only thing that comes out of that.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
they put that in
because-
there just to be topical, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. Because in
Yeah.
the middle of the movie too, she's like, "Damn, I survived, and now everybody expects me to do something with my life." And now she survived again.
Yep.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
So it's it was so stupid, dude. I saw that, I was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
and they have to do it with the you gotta reclaim your power thing is what they were going for as well. Because when she talks to the girl, the original woman who survived, she goes, "Don't run. You gotta kill him. Don't, or else you have to live with that the rest of your life." And she already
And
knows
carry
what it
that
feels
weight.
like to carry that weight. So she's got to end it. So they go in to fight it. Her and her sister, who's
my
probably
gosh.
Jewish.
Jesus.
I'm not. Dude, okay, look. She has super curly hair.
I love that you throw that in.
She's got,
for no
she's
reason.
got an 8-inch long nose. Like,
Yo.
Jesus.
I'll look it up. She's probably Jewish.
Racist
They're
piece
gonna
of
get us,
shit,
bro.
man.
Probably, man. I am probably racist. Boom, clipped out of context. So they fight him. They whoop his ass somehow. Eats a shotgun bullet. The girl's fighting her one-on-one. The school shooter girl. That's the right terminology for that. Yes. She's fighting Leatherface one-on-one. The bullets run out because she only had one, and she showed you she only loaded one. But she keeps clicking it like another one's gonna show up.
Yep.
And then the sister comes out with the fucking chainsaw. Was the chainsaw revved?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
No, I didn't hear it at all.
Well, I also was told that the chainsaw is super fucking silent in this whole movie compared to what a chainsaw should sound like.
So a chainsaw, it's really not like you will hear it when it's on, man.
Yeah,
like,
it's loud as shit.
It's loud as
But
shit.
in
You
this
need ear
movie,
protection.
it's like.
Yeah, and then as soon as he turns it on, it gets crazy. Or like he actually revs it,
yeah.
it gets crazy, which makes absolutely no sense. Yeah,
Hey.
No.
I would like to also mention, because we're talking about, right, when she was in the movie theater and she was 1v1 in him, and she only had the one shotgun shell in there. I would like to also point out how stupid it was that they tried to do, like, the gimmick where she's got to take back the power, and they showed the part earlier, right, when they were talking about how she was, like, why she was afraid of guns or whatever, and the dude was showing her his rifle, and he took the clip out and made sure there was nothing in there. So we knew there was nothing in this rifle. She grabbed the rifle later after they crashed the car, and she didn't even put the clip back in the gun. So she goes to shoot him later, and there's nothing in there. How
Hey, she
stupid
don't know how it works,
are
man.
You have the audacity to say just like this, and then you went to a completely different scene. How dare you? I was on the flow.
No, we were talking about how she had the one bullet, the one shell in the shotgun,
In
and
the,
kept
in
clicking.
the fucking area with the water, not the fucking 30 minutes prior to that.
That was like
But,
5 minutes before.
It was like 75, to be honest with you, because this movie felt like
God.
4 hours. Then the Jewish sister, bus driver
God.
uppercuts Leatherface with the chainsaw.
Right.
Why
Yeah.
did you think that would kill him? Who was like, we got him, guys?
Thank God.
If I hit him with that shit, I am turning that chainsaw on and I am decapitating that son of a bitch
yeah,
right there.
you have to at that point, man.
Motherfucker, I've
but
seen
guys-
you eat too much shit.
But guys, he fell in the water, and then the bubbles stopped coming up, so he's dead, right?
You don't make no sense
If
with
they
what you're saying
don't
right now.
die on
She
screen.
uppercutted him, and then he fell in the water and just like sunk, and then it looked like he died because the bubbles stopped coming up, which means he's not breathing anymore.
Okay. So, after that, we get to the ending of the series where the two sisters ride off into the sunset, victorious and not at all traumatized despite half their cast and crew getting murdered. By half, I mean literally everyone but them two getting fucking murdered viciously by this damn deranged psychopath motherfucker.
Yeah.
But this is where the movie just turned into the best movie of all time.
Oh
Somehow,
my God.
he survived all of it, and I thought it was a dream. I thought she was just tripping and she was gonna wake
I
up at
thought
the
so
end.
too.
And
Yeah.
he just pops up, yoinks the Jewish sister out of the car, fucking puts her down on her knees, execution style, slits her throat with the chainsaw, decapitates her shit, and holds it up as a fucking trophy, Mortal Kombat victory style. And the sister goes, "Oh my God!" and just drives away.
Dude,
That car was in autopilot, and she didn't
That
even
one,
bother to
man.
stop it.
that was a bit much for me, but like it was
That pissed
it was
me off
cool.
so
That was the
much.
too much
It was
for you?
Cool.
That pissed me off, bro.
No, that would. I'm not saying it was too much, but I'm just saying that one was like, oh, that was a little bit realistic the way they did that shit.
That was fucking awesome because they just let you know, hey, guys, we know no one likes any of these fucking characters, so we're just going to kill them all as much as we can. The one girl got away. I hope that within the next year we get Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the reboot part 2, and she comes back in with just like an arsenal of like nuclear weapons, 14 soldiers, just something crazy. I'm tired of this. Let's get this dude out the paint. Let's come in there and we're gonna fuck Leatherface up. Alright? No more of these kid games. We're gonna bring our own chainsaw this time. But this is gonna be made out of vibranium. And we're gonna chop this shit
Oh
up.
shit!
But this, I want a sequel, please. Greenlight the sequel.
No.
Oh my God!
Yes! What do you mean, no?
I don't need any more of this. I don't
Yeah,
need to see
I'm
her
sorry.
again.
This was good.
It seemed like I can't compare it to much. It seemed decent in the slasher form, like with the killing and everything, because the kills were cool, but everything else was just terrible.
I thought it
ending
was
saved
okay.
it.
I thought it was okay. The ending was good.
Like, I thought this movie was terrible, and then the ending happened. I said, this has made this entire movie retroactively +5.
Oh my
That's crazy.
because there's two lists, right? There's genuinely good horror movie where you got like Get Out, the original Texas
Right.
Chainsaw Massacre, all that kind of shit. And then there's the good dog shit. This goes into like the mediocre to good of the dog shit pile, and that's great. Like
That's what I was hoping for.
An entertaining bad movie is just as good as a okay good movie.
I would agree.
Okay.
I would honestly, if it's entertaining, I would debate it's almost better.
I'll tell you what it isn't. This isn't Bye Bye Man. This isn't The Boy. This isn't any of those other terrible
Conjuring that we watched. That one was bad.
That one was terrible, just boring.
Was just awful.
Yeah.
This is genuinely like, it's up there, man. It's like it's up there with 2 and 3. Now, do I think it ranks better than 2 or 3? Fuck no. But I think it's entertainingly dog shit though.
I would agree with that. I'm there with you.
If you're with the homies and y'all playing like some Yahtzee or like some Monopoly or Sorry or something, and y'all like, man, we gotta turn the TV on and have some noise. Put this on. Y'all have a good time when you look up every 20 minutes or so and you see someone get fucked up.
That's actually how I watched this movie. Not playing board games, but just kind of looking up here and there and seeing people get sliced. And I went, oh, cool.
Dude, when he went on the bus and killed everybody on the bus, I was like, come on,
That shit was kind of nuts. I forgot about that.
That was the most
crazy.
That was like the worst scene of that movie. Because they said a line in there that made me almost turn it off instantly.
What was it?
Don't touch me, bro, else I'll get you canceled. And I said,
oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah, immediately.
Dude,
I was
that
like,
was
bro.
bad. That was so bad.
And I was like, almost turned it off right there.
Dude, I know it was a joke, like that people are stupid, but like, oh my god, I can't believe you. Yeah, thank you for bringing that up because my brain actually deleted that and now I have to remember it.
My favorite one in there was the last one where the lady was trying to get out the window at the end, which I don't know why anybody didn't try to do that earlier. But finally, everyone else is dead, and she's like, I'm going to try and get out this window. She slides it open, and she's halfway out, and he comes over and just cuts her in half. Her top half falls out the window. Her lower half just sits there on the bus. That was good.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2023, please. That's about it. I got a solid 5.
I was going to give it a 4, so.
3.5.
I've watched much worse this year, and I at least this was an hour and a half, and I got to laugh at a good chunk of this. I also thought it was a little gross with the school shooter thing, but like,
that was oof.
We can work past that.
Can we?
Yes. So,
if you say so. You're the horror guy.
Thanks for coming. Horror loves to do exploitive shit like sexual assault and rape for explanations for characters' motivation to kill the killer a lot for some reason.
I'm glad we didn't get that at least.
Oh, don't worry. We'll probably watch one where that's the motivation sooner or later.
Lovely.
But yeah, man, thanks for coming around and watching this. We enjoyed it extremely. We all thought it was probably going to end up on our top 3 movies of the year, and we can confirm it's going to end up in our top 2. So thanks for coming around and watching. We want to remind you guys that we have a Twitter at BINGBOIS where you can see ironic tweets, trash, commentary on some sports and wrestling events, and you get to see our live reactions to the shit we be watching ahead of the podcast releases. Whoa! And we have an Instagram at DABINGBOIS where we'll update you every Monday when we have a new episode coming out, even though you don't want your damn feed spammed. We're going to spam it every Monday, biatch. Check us out on Instagram. And don't forget, we have a TikTok at DABINGBOISSDA instead of the, because we are dumb asses, where you can see videos of all of us shaking ass and possibly leaked nude photographs. And if you want to see those, make sure you follow us on the TikTok, where you can see schmeat in a variety of sizes ranging from 1 to 13
centimeters.
Yeah, it's
feet.
Millimeters.
Feet.
Thank you for coming
crazy.
around and listening. We want to remind you guys that my name is Enrique.
My name is Eli.
My name is Tristan.
And I want you to remember that this movie is implying that a chainsaw is more deadly than an AR. AR. AR.